Hello there, this is Isix with another episode of City Skylines. And I did it. I did it. I have unlocked the courthouse. And in this city too. In fact, it's kind of taken a toll on the city, you could say. Massive areas are depopulated. There's a lot less industry than there used to be. There's a sort of a severe, abandonment issue here in glorious Kingland. And everything is sort of just terrible. In fact, I'm kind of super out of money. $5 million in debt. And only 8,000 people living in my city. And these 8,000 people, they actually seem to be happy enough to invite their friends in to be their neighbors. Population is actually increasing despite the massive abandonment, the power outages, the massive crime. Just how bad is it? Well, we have 51% crime rate. Let's go ahead and look at the unique buildings. Which one was it? Maybe it's level 2. No? No, it wasn't. Oh, the courthouse, there it is. Maintained for 5 weeks. Well, I maintained it for 5 weeks. And here's how I did it. First off, shut off all education. Smart people, can get good jobs and they don't want to, rob people or something. So we did do that. Then you sort of start to shut down all the various parks and such in various areas. And that includes the certain monument sort of buildings here. Then, as people get upset and leave, you bulldoze and they build up new places. They're tier 1 as opposed to tier 3, 4, or 5, which I had plenty of my city beforehand. Then you shut off all the police and the fire department. I think I shut off the hospitals too. Yeah, not a whole lot of medical care going on here. And guess what? All of that is not enough. It's not enough, guys. It's crazy. No police. Everyone's sick. Oh yeah, you have to take out a lot of the employment as well, because unemployed people, well, they kind of need to survive still, so they'll go robbing in order to fix things. Yeah, about that. So you have your people. No police, no fire protection, no health care, no education. All their stuff is low level. And then you start shutting off the transportation, like these. And then occasionally the power. In fact, I've cut off several sections of my city here entirely. And, yeah. So, that said, I have unlocked the crime rate achievement on my megalopolis here. So it is possible. You will pretty much destroy your city in the process, but it's possible. Oh yeah, also, like I said, turn off the sewage pumps occasionally, and just to make people upset, and kick out a lot of the rich peoples. And I was wrong. I thought before the abandoned houses counted against you for the crime rate. Not the case. So that's something to remember for, if you're doing this on your own. So, we want to resurrect the city. How are we going to do that? Well, for one, some of the areas are just entirely kicked off entirely. Some areas are less so. Oh yes, I turned off the incinerators. So I guess the first thing we want to do is turn it so the garbage man is coming again. Activate all the incinerations. Or maybe just a bunch of these. Because we will be losing a good bit of money here going forward. And we don't actually need to be turning on all of these quite yet. And I guess maybe this here. Yeah. So that's going to be upping our expenses quite a bit. Yeah, we don't have much as far as electricity production at all right now. That's okay. It's a-okay. We want to also turn on the solar plant. Yeah, there's nothing we can really do about these guys over here. Because they didn't like having a wind farm near them. Yes. Those fools! And also, we're going to turn the hydroelectric dam back on. Nice. This will get all our water running as well. What else do we want to do right away? Well, let's go ahead and turn these off. Yes. Alright, so things like parks and special buildings, we're going to leave those to last because they are sort of kind of expensive and they're only really kind of good for upgrading buildings, not getting people back in town. What more? We do want to turn on all our fire stations because there have been several buildings burning down, and yeah, about that. It's kind of not a good thing. So let's go ahead and get these guys back on. So we'll probably won't be doing any building here. This is just going to be a management episode, I think. I think that's all the ones over there. This guy here. I'm glad the nuke plant hasn't gone up in a fiery blaze of glory. Well, that one's on. Just not able to work because there's no power. Alright, That one's still on. I did leave a couple of these on just to try to keep the city from burning down completely. And there is plenty of burned out buildings. Yes, people love it. They love it. They love it, I say. Now, remember, to get to this point, I had to sort of adiabatically shut down my city. Which means sort of changing it slowly so it adjusts as you go. I actually got, I was only losing a little bit of money when I got the population down to about 36k. And it was actually growing for a little bit, and then I started shutting down the hospitals, and I didn't like that. Turn you on. Alright, yeah. Anything else here? No. Next up, I do want to turn on a couple of the police stations. Not all of them yet, because we don't need all of them yet. Just to sort of start cutting down the crime rate. You could be good. It's going to go a long way to covering this area. Leave these areas for now. This area is pretty good. We're going to have power soon too, I think. And you? No. You? Now, we haven't even on pause. I just got the achievement. Then I saved the game. Spent a day to sort of think about how I'm going to approach this, and then start it up. This area is going to be out of power for a little while, so we're not even going to worry about it. And maybe 2 of the hospitals. Now, turning all these things on is going to be leaving us a little bit on the wanting side money-wise. But that's okay. Once we get the city back in good shape, I'll just idle for a few hours, and then we'll be back up to ideal population levels. Okay, is there anything else I want to fiddle with? I think, yeah, the transportation. Because if I can get this area sort of recouped a bit, it'll go a long way to making progress. Oh yes, I also rezoned some of this over here to try to get some buildings to go in real quick so we can get a connection between here and the sewage areas because they were out of power. Alright, turn on the cargo terminal. Leave the airport off now. It's kind of out there. No one uses it. Actually, I'll leave that off because, once again, it's not powered. So, yes. I think maybe one school. Yeah, to sort of get this area back in the swing of things. And this one. Maybe a high school, too. Yeah. And we'll leave the university for later, because it's kind of extra expensive. And people need to go through elementary school before they go through university. It's just sort of one of those things. Oh yes, and sewage, because the city will be growing up. Once more. Yeah, about that. Oh, I forgot to check the time when I started. We'll start it from here. It's how we go about it sometimes, guys. These are all on, just without power. Alright, and is that turned off? Usually I just set it to empty. Oh, well. Okay. So, here we go. Now we're going to start losing a lot more money. We're at minus 39. Minus 42. Oh, the power. Power's coming back on, guys. Hooray! Low happiness. Well, no crap. Minus 51k? It's going to take so long to get out of debt, guys. Alright. This is going to be a problem here. Now, it is a good idea to bulldoze some of these abandoned buildings, but just sort of get the happiness back up in good shape. Woohoo! Because people hate living next to abandoned buildings or starting businesses next to abandoned buildings. Just one of those things. See, new things are popping up already. I also hate being next to, like, burnt out wreckages of buildings. Just one of those things. This guy will be super happy in a moment. Remember, don't bulldoze your police stations or special buildings. You need those later. Yay, they're happy. They just need more workers. That will come in time. Yes. Now, let's sort out some of the zoning issues over here. Just sort of let things grow for a little bit, because we're already making back 400 plus people a week, so... yeah. Kinda had to take out a large section of the industrials there. No, we do not want to take a bailout. That's just badness, guys. It's terrible. Nope, that's not what we wanted to do. Whoops. Yeah, that's not what I want. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're gonna be industrialized. And not there. Well, we can do something else there. And we want more industrial over here. Come on. There we go. Not there, though. Yeah. My city, it's too huge and large. There we go. Guess I could maybe take out some of these, but we'll wait till later. Want everything else to be sort of built up first. Alright, so that's fixed. You know, snip step. I mean, never mind. So many wonderful buildings that had to be abandoned, destroyed. Whoops. See, they like it when you demolish things. Let's go ahead and turn the school on. Maybe this park too. Yeah, get this area back in the swing of things, because it's pretty much empty over here, so it'll be easy to rebuild. Are they out of power here still? They are. Oh, yeah. Let's go and turn these back on. A little extra, almost free power is kind of nice. We're losing 80k a week. That's still okay. What else do we want to do? So, do got a lot of abandonment here. Clear that out. Now, you don't have to take them all out, of course. Just have to take out enough that people are going to be comfortable rebuilding in the area. So it's completely, abandoned, yeah, bulldoze, but not just a few choice spots. Should be good enough. Turn this baby on. Yeah. And maybe this one too. Because it's pretty cheap. Little itty bitty parks. In fact, most of the parks can probably turn back on. As we see them, that is. These are all good. That's completely full. Completely full. Getting there. We don't have enough dead people as those. They all moved out. Ha ha! And more plazas and parks and wonderful things. Kind of crazy. Without shutting those down, you kind of have this weird, like, sponge effect where the crime all like collects in the special buildings and parks and things like that, and schools and so on and so forth. And these people can deal without electricity, I think. They don't need power. And it's going to be a long time before we have enough money to build more power lines. Alright, how is our power situation in general? We are making plenty of power, so we're good. Good, good. Yeah. Alright, still got plenty of abandonment here. A little bit of this. Make them happy. Happiness. There's fire. Fire. No, I'm not Beavis. I'm not Butthead either. Why do I keep thinking I am? Oh god. Ah. Yeah. Meanwhile, after I composed myself, last episode the sound got kind of weird. I don't sure why. I tried to adjust it after, post-processing, but it still is kind of is not quite right. So, kind of came out kind of weird. So sorry for the episode where I kind of lost my mind for a bit. Was really just kind of awkward to listen to. I did my best, guys. It was just too terrible. I don't want to clean this area up. Maybe I'll do that off screen. I don't know. Now, how much are these? 120 a week. Alright, that's not bad. I know that one's kind of expensive because it's the sports arena place guy. Also abandoned buildings here. Let's clear them out. Woohoo! Including our friend, the burnt out Husker building. Alright, we want a school here, don't we? Yeah. Maybe a medical clinic. Just get people a little more healthy. And get them educated a little bit too. Yes. Yes. Education for all the people. There's a lot of burnt out buildings here. They're really bad to have around. People seem to hate them. Hates them? No, I don't want to bail out. That's one of probably the most annoying things about doing things like this is the bailout message keeps coming up and saying, your city's in trouble. Well, yes, because I put it in trouble. What's your point? Poink. Hey, happiness abounds. Abounds. Leave some of these around. Need to. Got enough. But you still want to leave the sort of the power connections, so that people are able to get electricity from one part of the city to the other. Yeah. Power to the city. So much burned down this. You tear down an abandoned building and a tree pops up. Nice. Right, leisure. Okay, there's more parks we can turn on here. Activate the leisure centers of the future. For the city of tomorrow. Today. Park right next to it. That's a weird choice of mine. Who knows? Maybe it was intentional. I don't know. Another one. Paradox Plaza. Yes, Paradox Plaza. Let's pay them more money. Because this game's awesome! Alright, we're over 10,000 people again, which is good. So, yeah, a couple parks over here. We can go ahead and turn these on. I'm not going to have power here for a while, but who cares? It's just trees, right? They don't need power. Power to the trees, yo! Abandoned building? Wow, there's an abandoned building in this city? And over here? Is there any more? Yes, there's a couple of parks here. Alright, cool. Alright, so things are starting to recover. Slowly. Ever so slowly. That's activated. Okay. So, we'll slowly start to see new buildings pop up. The abandoned building's going away. It's going to be really nasty to be here for a good long while, but that's okay. That's A-okay. These people don't deserve power anyway. They're stupid heads. Alright, so power's good. Water should be very good. Yes. Trash collection. Landfill usage is actually pretty low, and incinerator's good as well. Education. We have a lot of uneducated students, so let's start upping our budget a little bit there. Bring in the children. And we'll turn only one of these on. And we'll leave these off for now. Giant head heights and its shoulders will be sort of last on our recovery list, I think. Because, well, it's low density. No one cares about low density. It's just the suburbs. It's kind of terrible there anyway, you know? Yeah, just so you guys know, I kind of live in a suburb. Yeah. Alright. Now all the little children can get educated. And this should help with the recovery, too. Of course, we're going to be popping up over 80k deficits anyway. Once more, there we go. Some of these burned out spots. Ooh, this area's kind of empty. Except for this one random house. It's like Danger Town all over again. Oh god, Danger Town. Yeah, this area. Kind of hard to tell what's what. Oh, everything is sort of abandoned. You out. Here, you out. See, there's just not a whole lot of demand for commercial zones right now. So, this area will be taking a while to recover. And you occasionally have issues with them building a new building and then suddenly, oh, we don't have enough workers. Never mind. Checked. Ooh, I just destroyed the road there. I think I did actually destroy one of the roads, and I'll have to go fix it. Using giant head heights. There we go. Make things extra nice for people. Yes, I have medical care. Let's give you guys a high school. Yeah, there you go. We want a few more citizens, the building be upgraded. Well, that's what we're working on. Yeah, I think education might be the new thing we increase here. Up you little bits. Up you little bits here too. Get schooled. You will be schooled here. Well, this is the high school after all. Yes. I guess this sort of gives us an opportunity to sort of give a tour of sorts of the city. As it slowly rebuilds. I'm a terrible mayor. I'm just so evil. Alright, we have enough capacity for all our students. Still not enough capacity for elementary, though. Which is kind of weird, think about it. Oh, budgets. Budgets. I should check my budgets. Yes. At 100%. Same with the police force. And Parks and Rec. We'll leave these others as is. Yeah. That should make them really happy. It's more than just having the building nearby. You also have to actually be funding it. And I kind of wasn't. There's lots of fire there. That's depressing. Building is burned down. Well, no crap. A lot of things have burned down because the fire department went on strike. Because I told them to. It's kind of weird. Sometimes you get sort of rashes like this. It's almost like there's an arsonist in our city. Terrible. Oh, yeah, I was going to give a tour, wasn't I? Alright, well. As things sort of move on recovering. So, in the beginning, there was Farmtopia and Forest of Fear. The people lived here, the farms were over here. Well, mainly actually just factories. Actually, the factories are mostly over here. And then we expanded sort of this way, but mainly over here. And then we went this way and build the Giant Head Heights suburban development. And then we want to move our industry elsewhere. So we went over here, started building up here, and did the whole oily point. Because there used to be oil underground here, but it's all like dried up. Because we mined it all away, sucked it out of the ground, because oil is a finite resource, despite what some politicians like to think. Yeah. Then, he eventually came over here and made Funky Town. Do 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 do. Talk about it, talk about it, talk about moving. Then, we made glorious Kingland and started building giant skyscrapers here. And then we built up this area and put the shoulders to Giant Head Heights, expanded the industrial zone, filled in the other gaps here in this bit of land, built up Milcup, Satos, East Shadow, and Melek's places up here around Utility Center. I might put something over here maybe. I do have plenty of land to expand off this way. Should maybe think about doing that when I have money again. What else? I think it's time to turn on a university. Get educated. Yeah. Alright, and yeah, and so, and then I started trying to unlock buildings. Now, if I was smart, which I am, I don't want to be sometimes, stop it. I would have just started a new game and, you know, did all the unlocks through that. But what's the fun in that? Plus, I kind of want to experiment with, like, the various demands and things like that. And so I've destroyed my city, like, 2.5 times, sort of. Everything over here is going to be burned down soon. The Thornton residence. Oh no! Thornton. Thor lives there. What? I have a feeling half this area is going to be burned down at some point. Just because it's so far away from all the working fire stations. And who knows, maybe we'll lose a fire station or two in the process. Let's get rid of some more of these. Now, we are still having trouble here due to lack of workers. But we're trying to get as many people as we can and get them educated. One thing at a time, peoples. This area is actually having pretty well. A few more abandoned buildings to take care of, and we're good to go, I think. And there's a house under there. Huh. That. A little tiny skyscraper. A little tiny apartment building. Get out the roof access, and then suddenly you're on the freeway. It's kind of cool. I'm going to leave it. It might regenerate. Might not. Who knows? This area is doing okay. It's starting to build back up and start filling this area too. Yes. Yes. I think we're almost ready for something big to get turned back on here. Do we want to do the Science Center? Or do we want to do the Modern Art Museum is probably a better option. There. Get happy, people. And get rid of your abandoned buildings. They're not wanted anymore. I don't like it anymore. Well, of course you don't. It's an abandoned building. Oh, well, I'm going to burn out the shell. So, I think I'm probably just going to continue doing this for a while and try to recoup the destruction I've wrought upon my city. I'll probably end up like 10 million in debt again, but that's okay. Gotta pay some to unlock a core house, I guess. Or something. So, until next time, everybody, doodles!